What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail video. So today we are going to watch You Two Can't See Me's video. Now, I haven't watched him in a while, but I am subbed to his channel, and I'm going to give him a thumbs up because I do appreciate his content. Now, this video is why free-to-play players should skip Robin. Now, I'm going to link the video in the description. I'm also going to tag him in the description below so you can easily get to this man's video. I do want Robin, right? But I do also want to save for Sam and Jade. So I really need to consider this information that he is going to be bringing to the table. So let's check it out, and then I'll see if I can make a decision.
That's what we're going to be talking about today. Every negative that I see with Robin, and why you, as a free-to-play player, shouldn't be summoning for Robin. If you fall under these certain scenarios or circumstances, or one really big area, which we're going to touch on later in the video. But first, I do want to give a brief overview of Robin, what my general thoughts.
So now I do want to say the reason I do want Robin is because I have one major, I have two. I have two characters. I have Ruan Mei and I have Bronya that are good harmony characters. I also have Tin Yun, but you know, I'm considering Robin because she's just a better Bronya. Okay, so that's my main reason of why I wouldn't specifically pull for Robin.
Thoughts are on her, how good I think she is, because I do think she's an S tier support, rivaling that of Ruan Mei. I don't think she's as good as Ruan Mei. I think she's very, very close, though. It depends on the scenario, right, that she's in. So let's go ahead and talk about my brief overview first. Do I think Robin's going to be good? Yes. I think she's going to be the second and or first best support character in the game, depending on the team you have her in. I think she is amazing. And honestly, I really don't think there's much wrong with her kit overall. I think her buffs are really general. They apply to a plethora of characters, and really almost everyone.
By the way, the last time I watched your video, the editing wasn't this detailed, I guess I should say. So, damn, it's really good to see that you took the time and effort to put in all these extra editing. It looks really, really good, man.
Can take use of
really
all
good.
The buffs she gives, so that's a really big plus side.
Not that your videos were bad before, but
my main
it's just cool to see.
I don't think people are going to be playing her correctly, and people are going to think, oh, this character is god-awful trash, because she does fall into some niches and some energy problems if you're not running her on the correct teams, and some other teams require. We're getting to that later, but overall, I do think she's good. Action advance, absolutely amazing. Though I have one caveat with that. We'll mention later in the video as well, but I think the action advance is good. I think the attack bonus is good. I think the damage bonus is good. It is super good. She is super good.
She is.
If you want to pull on her, because if you don't have Ruan Mei, this is going to be an amazing option
very,
for your account,
very true.
even though you might run into some issues, which we're going to talk about right now. Starting off with issue number one, which is I think the main issue that I really want to point out here, is people are not going to be building her right. People are not going to be using her right, because she does require a bit of speed tuning. She does require a bit of energy management. She requires different builds for different teams, and different teams give her different energy values. So a lot of different factors play into how good or bad that one might perceive Robin, right? And what do you mean by this, you two? You just did all this jibber jabber for absolutely no reason. What do you mean she's going to be good or bad? What I mean by this is, if you run her on a follow-up team, a full follow-up team, I'm talking Dr. Ratio, Topaz, Adventurine, and her, she's going to have her ultimate back up like
in
that.
2 seconds.
Not even using her signature light cone. She's going to get her ultimate back up so quickly, you could blink and it would be back up. Because her kit relies on you attacking the enemy, and then you get energy back from those
everyone
attacks,
in that group
follow-up attacks
except
count as
Adventurine.
extra attacks. So that means Adventurine does a follow-up, bam! Dr. Ratio, follow-up. Oh, Numby, boom! Dr. Ratio, boom! Topaz again, boom! That's so much energy already, because she gets 2 energy per every time you use an attack. And since they all count as attacks, you're getting a lot of energy back. You're talking, you could probably get like a good 4 attacks in, maybe 5 attacks in, if you time up like Dr. Ratio's ultimate with Topaz, and then also Adventurine's ultimate with his effect, maybe even 6, right? You can just get so much energy. That's 12 energy, by the way, plus energy regen. You get more and more on top of that, right? On top of that, if she gets hit, she's getting energy as well, right? So there's plenty of opportunities for her to get energy on a team like that, but if you're not running her on a team with many follow-up characters, energy might be an issue. And people are saying, oh, run the new free-to-play light cone. While yes, I think the new free-to-play light cone is going to be absolutely amazing on her with like a full follow-up team or mostly follow-up team, I honestly don't think that's the play if you're not running her on a full follow-up team. If you're running her just on an action advanced team, I think running meshing cogs is a better way to go, just because she gets attacked, she gets energy back, right? And her action value is so slow that you're not getting attacked with her anyway, so you want an extra way to get extra energy.
The editing is beautiful. Holy shit, man.
Right, so you're going to get some extra energy burst that first attack someone hits you. Energy regen compounds it, gives you more. The more she gets hit, the better, right? And because her energy cost is so high, you want to build a lot into energy regen. So that means you're probably going to run either Von Whack or the Pinnacle Planner set.
Yeah,
really
with an energy
Von Whack because we already know she has an action advanced forward in her kit, so she really doesn't need that. She only needs like a bare minimum of 117 speed. In my build guide, I recommended a lot more speed. We're going to talk about speed in a second here because Guoba said something in his video that I don't know if I truly agree with it, but we're going to get into that a little bit later in the video. And the reason why I say this is an issue or a problem is because a lot of players are going to be coming into the game or just pulling her for the first time that really don't know these mechanics that well and be like, oh, well, she's absolutely garbage because it takes me 4 cycles to get her ultimate back up. It takes 3 cycles, give or take 3, maybe almost 4 cycles to actually get her ultimate back up. This is everyone hitting every single time as well. Obviously, this is not her getting hit, so if they're placing her near the edges where she's not getting hit much, she's not getting much energy back, then this could be a major issue. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to bring this whole point up is I don't think energy is an issue unless you're running her on the right team. So that leads us into point number 2 now, the speed issue. Now, Guoba said in his video, run 117 speed. I think running a max of like 120 speed is absolutely fine in most scenarios, but he brings up the points in his videos of, oh, well, you don't want to run more than 134 because you don't get benefit if A happens, B happens, C happens, or D happens, right? Or you need A, B, C, or D to happen, right? And I think that's going to happen more often than not. I think it's going to happen more often than you realize. Sure, for an optimized point of view, a completely optimized point of view, that's not going to happen. But for most players, that is going to happen, right? You are going to run into an issue where you come out of ult before you go into second phase. You're already running characters slow because you're like, well, if she advances forward my action 100%, then I can just forego speed to run attack percentage now, and people have a great day. And then you're going to run to the exact situation of why 134 speed is going to be the best for casual players. Now, like he said in his video, that is an optimized view, and I don't disagree with that. I think that is the best way to run her, but most players don't play this optimized way. I really don't think this character is for people that don't want to have to think too much, right? Because you can run Ruan Man the team. You don't really have to worry about energy concerns. You don't have to worry about any concerns like that, right? The main focal point of Ruan May's kit is damage bonus and then weakness break efficiency, right? That's like the main thing I see as your kit. People bring up, oh, well, damage bonus is like the main thing of Ruan May's kit or the res pin. No, I think it's just weakness break efficiency. Weakness break efficiency just brings so much extra to the table in terms of what you're able to do in a battle, and it's easier for casual players to clear the game with her. Now, I'm not saying
because break effect is absolutely disgusting.
Robin can't be like that, but if it's a super casual player that doesn't really care much about effects, they like seeing the lights go off, they like just building them suboptimally, that's fine. I don't disagree with that at all. Run them how you want to run them. That's why I recommend 134 speed, though. I think people are going to...
Man, we're not even that far in the video, okay? We're 6 minutes in, and I already feel like I don't want her anymore. I'm learning a very valuable lesson.
Get the wrong mindset of to run them slower, and they run into the issues exactly mentioned by Guoba because they just don't have the rest of the team optimized correctly with playing with Robin. I don't think you need as much optimization when playing with Ruan May that you need with Robin. That's another big thing, right? You need more optimization here. And on top of that, you're going to need some speed tuning as well, because if you don't have her speed tuned correctly, that means you're going to run into a situation, she gets her ult back up, and then you have the whole team to go, so that means you've wasted all the energy for the rest of the team. Then you send everyone back up to the front. I'm sorry, I sneezed, gamers. But let's go ahead and talk about the next point, her niche teams, right? Obviously, she is built for a follow-up team. She's going to be the best for a follow-up team because she gives extra crit damage to them, and she gets so much extra energy when running them with follow-up characters. Not to say that she is not going to be good in other teams that run dual DPS. I think she is a good, solid option to put on a second team or the first team in Memory of Chaos, right? You have Ruan May one side, you have her second side, and they go hand in hand with each other, right? But she is better in those scenarios, just like Ruan May is better in break scenarios, right? I feel like overall still, I think that Ruan May is better just because it's a little bit easier to optimize the team around Ruan May, because Ruan May just gives a universal speed buff for the team, so the whole team kind of plays.
I think a lot of me wanting to pull her is because I don't have I just Sparkle. I was like, I just said her name. I think that's why I want Robin so bad, because it gives me another big, good harmony. But man, he's really putting things in perspective for me.
More efficiently. You don't
he's really having me think about my decision.
As much stats on the rest of the team. She kind of brings the attack up for the rest of the team, but her energy threshold's so high, if you're not running them on a follow-up attack team, then you might be struggling to actually get that ultimate move up, that's like the main concern, right, is the energy cost, right? Because the ultimate is so broken. The ultimate is actually broken, right? And that's the big thing here, right? You have to somehow counteract how broken it is, so you have a high energy cost. Now, there are ways to buy your way out of this, right? Because who is Robin's best friend? It's Topaz, because Topaz attacks so much. The more attacks equal the more damage you're going to be able to do, or the more ulting you're going to be able to do, right? Because essentially advancing forward action doubles your damage.
And I do have Topaz, man. I do have Topaz, okay? I do have some follow-up attack characters, right? We have Dr. Ratio and we have Topaz. They're not fully kitted. I have a lot more work to put into them, but I have them both. Obviously, Ratio is free. Topaz, I wanted her for reasons. Now we have her. She does follow-up. You also do follow-up. You do follow-up too. I mean, and then QQ is follow-ups. Damn. It would be nice to use some of my follow-up members, though. It would be really nice. Let's continue.
On that action advance forward, this is another negative that I can see, and another caveat that I don't think Ruan Mei really has that much of. So with advance forward, right, you advance forward everyone on the team, right, but you really want to optimize who you're advancing forward, or what units or characters you have on the team that are getting advanced forward as well, right? Like, it's not going to be beneficial for you, or that beneficial for you to advance for the team. And if you're running someone, say like a Japard, right, that really doesn't get much benefit other than energy from advancing forward, you want someone on the team that's able to do something big every single turn they have, right? I'm using Japard here just as an example, because we can also use the example of Huahua as well. Though I think Huahua works better with her than the alternative. Fushuan, I guess, would be a better example here, because every single time that Fushuan goes, you lose a stack of her ability, right? Which makes her less SP efficient. You're having to use her ability more often. Bing bong, ding dong, down bad. You don't want to be using the abilities that have like a time limit on that character. Clara, for example, right? Clara, while she works well with her to give it energy back, you bring Clara back up to the front. That's one extra or one less turn that you're going to be having now.
Yeah, and same thing with Acaron, right? If you have her light cone 2, you get 2 flowers, or you get 1. It doesn't really matter, but I think she'd work well with her in that realm.
You just have to like really plan out the characters you're going to have on the team, because there are some characters that don't want their action to be advanced forward. They want to be on the field as long as possible before their turn comes around. And there's some characters that absolutely love it. Honestly, most characters absolutely love it, but that's something else that needs to be planned around as well. Whereas I feel like this is just honestly a Ruan Mei glaze fest here. Ruan Mei doesn't have to worry about that really, right? Speed is universal. It doesn't have to worry about action advance forward, even though action advance forward is better. I think in that sense it's kind of overhyped, but when we get more units in the game, I think we'll see more diminishing returns from that aspect. But I think she's going to get better in the future as well, because we're going to get a lot more units that attack more often, that give her more energy and makes her more viable. I think she's a universally like accepted unit. I think she's going to be great for.
That's a really wow. That's really good.
Future-proofing your account. I think she's going to be amazing, right? But these are the reasons why I don't think you should summon on her, because let's be honest here, she's harder to build than Ruan Mei. She requires a little bit of planning when going into battles with her, more so than Ruan Mei would. Sparkle's just kind of unga boonga, use skill point, boom, use skill point, boom, and that's just kind of the whole case there, right? Like a lot of these videos that I've watched and seen on like,
guys, I think I'm gonna skip, man.
Running Robin is like, well, if you run Robin and you run Miss Bronya together, then she needs to be -1 SP. You have to skip a turn here. Like, most casual players are not going to do that.
No way. I don't do that shit. I don't have the time to calculate everything. I've thought about it a few times, but there's no way I'm doing that.
Casual players just want a character that works. And that's kind of what Robin does.
I'm like in between casual and hardcore.
Outside.
Like, I'm literally in the middle. Like, some days I'm really hardcore. Some days I'm really casual. Each update kind of varies too, but I'm not counting shit. That's not happening.
Ultimate move. The ultimate move is what's really holding that back.
And when I say that, I mean I'm not speed tuning perfectly. That's what I mean to say. I'm not going out of my way to do that.
And I think the rest of her kit's fine, but I think people are going to be turned off by this. That's every negative though with Robin. She's a great unit. Pull for her if you want to pull for her. That's why you shouldn't summon for her, because she's not casual, and maybe the Unga Boonga brain is not popping off, and you're going to be like, where's my ultimate? Anyways, guys, that's it. See you later. Bye. Stupid video, surely, right? Bye.
Amazing video. I appreciate it, man. This guy, I haven't watched him in a while. That video was absolutely amazing. And I think you have made me reconsider. And I think I maybe want to say for Sam. And I want to say for Jade. I think that's what I'm going to do now. I really do. Okay, but now, before we finish this video, I had 5 silver tickets. And I think we're going to go ahead and just pull on these. And then maybe we'll see if we get lucky. We probably won't. I think we're still early in our pity, so we'll just kind of see what happens. And I'm not going to wait unless I get a gold ticket, and then I'll wait and see what it is. All right, and we have 1 more, I believe. Oh, 2 more. Okay, nothing. And then we'll just do this last one. We'll knock that out, see if we get lucky, and negative. Okay, well, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have not subscribed, I almost said summon, to You Too Can't See Me, please do. Great content creator. He took a spin on this video. This is just a video that you normally wouldn't see like this or done this way, but massive video. Guys, sub, like the video. Thanks for the entertainment, and I will catch you guys in the next one.